Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. Ha! Can you believe it? It's already Thursday. You guys are doing amazing. I just want to give you another huge shout out for those of you that are just crushing it this week. My goodness, I am so proud of you. It is a great reset. And I said at the beginning of the week, gosh, I'm going to do this all the way this week. And my birthday happened, it's a new work transition for me, and life is going to happen. And so it's one of those things where it hasn't been perfect for me, but it's been pretty good, even though I haven't been to the menu this week, right? I haven't been on point with the actual menu for the week. I've kept it relatively clean. And that's really the key, you guys. It's never about perfection, never, because it's impossible. And I think that's where a lot of people trip up and fall off of any plan, no matter what it is, whether it's 21 Day Fix, Weight Watchers, Shred, any of these programs, because they all work. But there's never going to be a point where you're perfect. And I know for me personally, that is an issue, right? Because I usually feel like, well, if I can't do it 100%, I may as well not even do it. And that's the mindset that really sets us up to fail, because it doesn't have to be perfect. Like we've talked about so many times, the habits that you establish, the healthy habits, the good habits every day are going to move you in the right direction, even if it's not 100%. Even if it's not 100%. If it's 80%, you're still going to achieve results, and you're still going to be so much farther ahead of if you just said, forget it, I'm just going to eat some donuts and ice cream, right? Because I think that's the temptation for a lot of us, where it's like, well, kind of blown the day, so I may as well just gorge myself tonight and start over in the morning. And then how do you feel in the morning? Awful, right? Awful. So the real key with any program is, if you do fall off a little bit, which is normal and human, you get right back on as soon as you can. As soon as you can. Hear me. That is the key to anything, whether it's career, school, parenting, marriage, health, workouts, whatever. Okay, so it's a matter of getting back on it. Now, I did want to mention today, I talked a little bit about gluten yesterday, and I hope that was helpful to you. Today, I wanted to touch on another plan that's out there that I think a lot of people are maybe getting onto, and whether or not it's for you or not, it's up to you to decide. It's called If It Fits My Macros. I think that's the actual title of the plan. So basically, macronutrients are your main nutrients: protein, carbohydrates, fat. And there are plans out there where you basically count grams of those macronutrients. So those are called macros. So you have X number of grams of protein, X number of carbs, X number of fat. And if you fall within those numbers for the day, you're successful, okay? And so it's a very popular plan, I think, among people who work out a lot, so like weightlifters and different people like that, because I see posts from people like talking about these like post-workout donuts, like these protein donuts, and protein in everything right now is a whole nother topic. We talked about gluten-free yesterday. I think the other real big trend, and I'll get back to the macros thing, but this does fit in. The other big trend is to see protein cookies, protein brownies, protein enhanced yogurt, protein enhanced this, protein, because marketers know that a lot of us are sort of maybe limiting carbs, and so, it's got extra protein, let's go that route. And you do have to be very careful, because one, if you ingest a little too much protein, your body will actually turn that into sugar. It's a process called de novo gluconeogenesis. I learned about it in med school. Yeah, that's right. Didn't remember until I heard it on a podcast, but I learned about it. In any case, if you take in too much protein, your body's simply going to convert that over to sugar, which gets stored as fat, okay? A lot of it, not all of it, a lot of it. So eating too much protein can be just as bad as eating too much sugar. Okay, so protein enhanced everything is not necessarily the answer. We talk about, having a different, like a protein bar. Like I like the RX bars, and I can link them below. If you are on the run and need something quick that's clean, I would say it's about the cleanest I've seen. But protein bars and other like pre-packaged things should not be a huge majority of your diet. If it is, you're kind of falling back into that whole like trap of processed foods, right? We all do it because it's like, it's easy, it's convenient, and it probably tastes good, right? Because they enhance it with stuff, whether it's actual sugar or other names for sugar. It's just the bottom line. In any case, back to the macros. So if it fits my macros, that's another plan that's out there. So essentially people are counting grams of protein, they're counting grams of carbs and fats. And if you fall within your limits for the day, that was a good day. And that plan can work really well. Because it takes into account your own body composition and maybe your goals as well. The problem is that some foods are, will fit the macros, but still might not be the best for you. So say a bagel, could be on your carbohydrate, fit into your carbohydrate macros, but is that going to give your body the response that you want? Is going to give you an insulin spike that causes you to crash or maybe crave other not so healthy things, or you end up throwing some more processed stuff in there than you really should. So it's one of those other plans that if you're eating whole, unprocessed foods, all the plans, whether you're talking fit my macros, gluten-free, paleo, ketogenic, 21-day fix, container-based, whatever you want to talk about, they all kind of should have this running theme of real, whole, unprocessed foods. Not a lot of packaged stuff, not a lot of stuff with labels, stuff that you actually have to like cook. It can stay very simple too. We talk about in these plans that you see from us this week or the other weeks too, these are whole, unprocessed foods. And you hopefully are finding that it is not hard. It takes a little planning and it takes a little looking ahead to see what's coming up and grocery shopping, and maybe not eating on the run all the time, although some of the stuff can be taken on the run, assuming that you have the correct things to pack it in and take it with you, keep it cool if you need to. But I think that's just a trap that we fall into because we're looking for the convenience. That's just been what things have been like. We're looking for that convenience. We're looking for those treats too. It's just natural. I've heard that said about like any of the diet plans, whether it's paleo, ketogenic, again, any of these plans where you kind of end up seeing all these recipes for desserts and treats and stuff like that. And that is okay. We can't cut it completely out, of course, but that should not make up the majority of your diet. It just shouldn't. If you're looking for ultimate health, if you're looking for weight loss results, all those things. So, I hope that's helpful to you. I think these are things that are questions that people have, and you see it all over the place and you think, well, maybe I should try that. Maybe I should try that. Oh, that looks good. Maybe I'll try that. When ultimately, yes, you can try all these things, but you have to give it a little time too. 2 weeks is probably not going to be enough to see whether something works for you. It's going to have to be at least a month, probably more. And so you're going to have to really decide, like, what do I want to do? Is this what, is going to work for my lifestyle? Does this seem like something I will be able to maintain? And then you're going to have to give it a full trial, not just a little snippet and say, it didn't work for me. I tried it for 2 weeks. I gained 2 pounds. It happens. You have to give it time. Time is key with any of these things. So hopefully that is helpful. I know I went on a lot longer again than I expected, but I'm thankful that you guys stick with me and listen to me, and just love you guys so much. I hope you have a great day, and we will talk again tomorrow. Bye-bye, guys.